Welcome to the Business Success Podcast. I'm your host, Charisse Marie, here to accompany you on this exhilarating journey of discovery towards transformative business success. Remember, your journey towards success is uniquely yours. Together, let's cultivate growth one episode at a time.
Hi there, gorgeous soul. If you are watching this, you are probably a soulpreneur with big dreams, a ton of ideas, and a brain that refuses to sit still. Let me know if any of this sounds familiar. You are excited about your business, but your brain constantly jumps between 10 different ideas at once, so nothing really gets finished. You have tried planners, schedules, accountability partners, to-do lists, but they either overwhelm you or you forget to use them. You start a new project with tons of motivation, but a few weeks or days in, you lose interest and feel guilty for not following through. You might feel like a mess behind the scenes while you're watching other entrepreneurs seem so put together. So here's the part that no one talks about. Most traditional business advice was not designed for the neurospicy, intuitive, or creative thinkers like us. They might say, pick one thing, follow a strict schedule, and stay disciplined. But for people like us, that's like asking a fish to climb a tree. I know this because for years I tried to force myself into that mold. I thought, if I just work harder, I will get consistent. If I follow the right system, my brain will magically stop jumping around. And if I just stick to a plan, I will be successful. And guess what? That does not work. It did not work. I ended up burnt out, overwhelmed, and frustrated with myself. I judged myself constantly for not being disciplined enough. I felt like I was failing at my business, even though I was actually doing okay. So if you've ever thought, I know I'm capable, but why does running a business feel so bloody hard? Then this talk is for you. Because the truth is, you are not broken. The way your brain works isn't the problem. The strategies you are forcing yourself into are. What if you could run your business in a way that works for your brain? What if you could create success without forcing yourself into rigid systems? What if you could finally trust yourself instead of second-guessing everything? And that is exactly what we're diving into today. I'm going to walk you through my Soulpreneur success framework. It's a simple, effective approach that blends mindset shifts to release mental clutter that keeps you stuck, energetic management tools to stop you from fighting burnout, and practical neurospicy-friendly business strategies that actually work for you. By the end of this, you will know exactly what's keeping you stuck, have a clear next step for your business, and feel lighter, clearer, and more confident moving forward. If that sounds good, let's do this. And even though this is a Facebook Live at the moment, I still want to encourage you to reach out in the comments. So if you are watching this, either live or on replay, drop a comment below and let me know. What are you struggling with in your business right now? Are there too many ideas? Do you struggle with consistency? Are you second-guessing yourself? And I'm going to read through the comments later and respond to as many as I can.
Today, I've got something truly extraordinary to share. Something that could help you unlock your mind's full potential and transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Let me introduce you to brainworkaudio.com, the ultimate tool to help you listen, transform, and thrive. Whether you're aiming to enhance your focus, improve your sleep, or cultivate a sense of calm, Brainwork Audio is your partner on that journey. Their mission is simple but powerful: to empower individuals like you to achieve personal growth and well-being through the transformative power of sound. Here's what makes them stand out. Every audio track at Brainwork Audio is crafted by experts in sound engineering. They blend binaural beats, scientifically designed sound frequencies that sync with your brainwaves, with powerful affirmations that reinforce positivity and success, helping you reshape your mindset from within. Drifting off to sleep with their While You Sleep music, designed to lull you into a deep, restorative rest. Or powering through your day with their Focus music, that sharpens your concentration and keeps distractions at bay. And when it's time to recharge, their meditation music creates the perfect environment for mindfulness and inner peace. But Brainwork Audio doesn't stop there. They also offer specially designed affirmation tracks, audio experiences that work in the background while you relax or work, subtly reinforcing positivity and confidence. It's personal development, effortlessly woven into your daily life. I've got a special deal just for you. Use promo code SUPERFAN at checkout to save 20% on your first purchase. That's right, 20% off your first step toward a more confident, focused, and peaceful life. So why wait? Head over to brainworkaudio.com today and discover the transformative power of sound. From sleep to focus to mindfulness, they've got the perfect track for every part of your day. Your journey to turn into a better you starts here. Visit brainworkaudio.com and use the code SUPERFAN because you deserve to thrive. Brainwork Audio, listen, transform, thrive.
So let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I was doing everything right. I was posting daily, I was juggling multiple platforms, and I was sticking to a content calendar at the right times. But I was miserable and I was burnt out because I ignored how my brain and my energy works. I thrive on inspiration and intuitive action, but I was forcing myself into a very strict content plan. I need flexibility in my schedule, and I was trying to stick to a really rigid routine. And I get bursts of energy and focus, and I was trying to work at a very steady, consistent pace every day. And as I said, this created major burnout. I got creative blocks, and I had resentment towards my own business. And then one day, after yet another late night, or well, technically it was an early morning by then, of forcing myself to stay productive, I had a realization. The way I was working was actually making me less productive. I needed a new way of doing business. So that's when I started experimenting with strategies that actually worked for me. I gave myself permission to follow my intuition instead of forcing my decisions. I worked in focus sprints instead of long, draining hours. And I used my natural energy cycles instead of trying to be consistent every day. And guess what? My business started growing faster with less effort. So that's why I'm here today, to help you stop fighting against yourself and start working with your natural strengths. So if any part of my story resonated with you, please drop a comment, because you might feel that you are forcing yourself into a business model that doesn't fit. So before we dive into the solutions, let's get super clear on what's actually keeping you stuck. There are 3 core reasons why most soulpreneurs struggle. BS beliefs that keep you trapped in self-doubt and overthinking. Ignoring your natural intuition and forcing yourself into strategies that don't work. And trying to work in ways that drain your energy instead of supporting it. We're going to break down each of these and give you practical ways to shift them today. So, step 1, ditching BS beliefs that keep you stuck. This is a major block that will keep you stuck, is your beliefs. Not your marketing strategy, not your business plan, not your branding or your Instagram feed. The number 1 reason you feel stuck is because you're holding on to beliefs that keep you playing small, that second guess, and that keep you in constant overthinking mode. I call these bullshit beliefs because that's exactly what they are. So think about this. Your beliefs shape your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your actions. Your actions create your results. So if you're holding on to unhelpful limiting beliefs, it doesn't matter how many strategies you try, you will keep running into the same walls. So I want to talk about the common BS beliefs that I see in soulpreneurs and then how to shift them. BS belief number 1, I need to be more disciplined. How many times have you told yourself, if I just had more self-discipline, I would get more done. If I just stuck to a routine, I would be successful. It sounds logical, but here's the truth. Discipline is not the problem. Energy alignment is. So as I said earlier, I thought I was failing in business because I couldn't stick to a rigid schedule. I did try waking up at 5 a.m. because, that's what we thought and we were told that's what successful people do. I tried to force myself to sit at my desk for 8 hours a day, and I beat myself up for not being consistent enough. I was miserable. I was exhausted and not getting the results I wanted. I needed not to have more discipline, okay? I needed a business structure that worked for my brain. So I reframed the belief. Instead of, I need more discipline, I shifted to, I work best when I honor my natural energy cycles. I create success in my own way, not by following somebody else's routine. So I have an easy action step for you. Think about the last time that you felt really productive and you were in flow. What time of day was it? What was the environment like? What tasks were you doing? Your ideal work style is already inside of you. You just need to figure out what it is. And so by going back and looking at things when you were in productive mode, you will identify it. BS belief number 2. I should have this figured out by now. Oh, this one hits so hard. Why am I still struggling with this? Everyone else seems to be able to figure it out. Why am I so behind? Truth bomb. The idea that you should already have it figured out is an illusion. The most successful entrepreneurs I know still have moments of doubt. You are not behind. You are just on your own timeline. Growth isn't linear. It's messy, it's unpredictable, and full of pivots. So I want to talk about Mel. Mel is an amazing sales coach, and she came to me on the verge of quitting her business. She said to me, I should be making more money. I should have a signature offer already. I should be more consistent in my work. All of the shoulds. She was so focused on what she hadn't done, she wasn't seeing how much progress she'd already made. She was discounting it all. So instead, we made a small shift. We looked at, I should have figured this out by now. And we started asking, how much have I grown since I started? And when she looked back and took stock, she realized that she had built an engaged community. She had helped dozens of clients transform their lives, and she learned so much about herself and her strengths. So your reminder, stop measuring your progress by how far you have left to go. Look at how far you've already come. So your easy action step for this BS belief. Take 30 seconds to write down 3 ways that you have grown since starting your business. Just take that time and write them down. Because even if you feel stuck, you are moving forward. So keep going. BS belief number 3. I can't trust myself to make good decisions. So do you ever second guess yourself? Do you overanalyze every choice? Do you create a plan and then immediately wonder if it's the right one? Do you wait for a sign or assign a sign? Let's be honest, that's what we do, instead of taking action. This is decision fatigue, and it's a massive block for neurospicy business owners. I spent months agonizing over a massive business decision. Should I launch this new offer that I am building, or should I tweak my existing one that I'm already tweaking? Should I invest in a business coach or try to just figure shit out? Should I pivot my niche or stay where I was? And I asked my friends, mentors, tarot cards, spirit guides, anyone else but myself, because I didn't trust my own gut. What finally broke the cycle was I realized that not making a decision was still a decision and it was keeping me stuck. So I reframed the belief. Instead of, I can't trust myself to make good decisions, I shifted to, every decision teaches me something valuable. And I don't need a perfect plan. I just need to take the next step. You are allowed to make mistakes. Every decision leads to clarity. And so your easy action step is to think of a business decision that you've been stuck on or you're sitting on. Set a 24-hour deadline to make a choice and then act on it. Your beliefs shape your success. Your thoughts become your reality. If you believe business to be hard, it will be. If you believe you're not ready yet, you will never start. If you believe success is only for other people, you will never claim your own power. But when you shift your beliefs, everything changes. So which BS belief resonated with you the most? And comment below for me. And we are going to dive into step 2 on how to trust your gut and make confident decisions, because we've cleared the mental clutter and it's time to step into your inner wisdom. So I'm going to circle back to something I mentioned earlier, decision fatigue. You spend hours, days, even weeks debating a choice. You start down one path, then immediately second guess yourself. You feel like you need more information, more clarity, more validation before you can move forward. And you see other entrepreneurs making moves and wondering, why is it so easy for them, but so hard for me? So what happens? Nothing. You stay stuck. You procrastinate. You wait for a sign. Indecision is just fear in disguise. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to decide. Not making a decision is a decision. It's just a decision to stay stuck. And you might have been told, just trust your gut, follow your intuition. You already know the answer inside. And your brain was like, excuse me, where is this inner wisdom that you speak of? You're not alone. Most of us were never taught to trust ourselves. School taught us to follow rules and logic, not instincts. Society taught us to seek outside approval. Business coaches tell us to pick one niche without helping us feel into the right choice. So when we try to tap into our intuition, it feels foreign. We're used to looking outwards for answers instead of inwards. But the truth is, you really do already have the answers inside you. You just need to know how to listen to them. Your gut instinct is a business tool. The more that you use it, the stronger it's going to get. So let's talk about how your intuition speaks to you. Your intuition doesn't always speak in words. Sometimes it's a feeling, a knowing, an idea, or even a physical sensation. So we're going to break it down. So we have clairvoyance, which is clear seeing. You get mental images, symbols, or flashes of insight. So you might suddenly picture yourself speaking on a stage or working with a certain type of client. That is a nudge from your intuition. Clairaudience or clear hearing. You get intuitive messages through words, phrases, or inner dialogue, or even externally, like snippets of music or TV. So a random phrase might pop into your head, like go for it or not right now. That's your intuition speaking. Clairsentience or clear feeling. You physically feel energy, tingles, heaviness, tightness, or warmth. So you might get a tight feeling in your chest when thinking about working with that type of client. That's your intuition saying no. And claircognizance or clear knowing, where you just know something is right or wrong without knowing how. So you might wake up one morning with sudden clarity about a decision. That is intuition, not overthinking. So I want to talk about my client who kept ignoring her gut. Steph came to me really quite overwhelmed. She was constantly creating new offers, but everything just felt off about them. She was forcing herself into business models that didn't feel good to her. She kept tweaking and rebranding, convinced that she hadn't found the right thing yet. And she ignored that every time she thought about a specific offer, her body tensed up. Turns out Steph was deeply clairsentient. Her body was literally trying to tell her what was and wasn't aligned. Once she stopped ignoring the physical signals and trusted her gut feeling, she stopped overcomplicating her business. She launched an offer that felt right instead of forced, and then she started attracting her dream clients effortlessly. So let's do a quick exercise and try something simple. Think about a decision that you've been stuck on. Take a breath, close your eyes, and ask yourself, what's my gut telling me? Do you see an image? Do you hear a word or phrase? Do you feel tightness, lightness, excitement, or dread? Do you just know what the answer is? Trust it and open your eyes. Remember, your first instinct is usually right. The second thought is your ego coming in and doubting. If trusting your gut doesn't feel natural yet, don't worry. It's just like a muscle. Your intuition gets stronger the more you use it. So let's have 3 ways to start tuning in daily and getting your intuitive muscles buff. So you can use the yes-no body test. So next time you need to make a decision, ask your body, close your eyes and say yes, and notice how it feels. Take a breath. Now say no and notice the difference. Your body will already know what's aligned for you. Number 2 is using tarot as a business coach. So you can pull a card when making a decision. You can ask, what do I need to know about this new offer? And pull the High Priestess, which is intuition and trusting yourself. There's your answer. And also, don't be afraid to use the book with tarot because there's a lot of meanings to consider. For your final intuition building exercise, you can do the stream of consciousness writing. So set a timer for 5 minutes and write whatever comes to mind. Your gut will often reveal insights that your overthinking brain hides. So here's what I want you to remember. The more you listen to your intuition, the louder it gets. You don't need more clarity, you just need to decide. Trust yourself. You already know the right path. So let me know below if you have ever ignored your gut and regretted it later. So let's look at step 3, managing your energy like a CEO. We have talked about clearing limiting beliefs and trusting your gut. And let's dive into the most important and overlooked parts of running a successful business is energy management. Because here's the truth. It's not about how much time you have. It's about how you use your energy. A well-rested, energized hour is way more productive than a burnt out 8-hour workday. The traditional work harder model is literally designed to lead to burnout. It can really feel like you're working all of the time, but not getting ahead. You have random bursts of productivity and creativity, but you can't sustain them. You get hyper-focused or completely exhausted. And you feel guilty for resting because you think you should be working. Your problem isn't discipline. It's that you're not working with your energy. You're fighting against it. We are told the key to success is to have better time management. Plan your day better. Use a 5 a.m. morning routine. Work harder, stay focused, push through. No, that's complete bollocks. Because be honest, okay, you can have a perfectly planned to-do list, but if you're exhausted, you're not going to get any of it done. You can force yourself to work at a normal 9-to-5 schedule, but if your energy peaks at night, you're wasting your best creative hours. You don't need more hours. You need to work with the energy you already have. So I want to talk about Claire. And Claire is a brilliant wellness coach. Not a business coach, sorry. She is a wellness coach. But she was exhausted and overwhelmed. She was working 12-hour days and still felt behind. She was pushing through exhaustion because she thought successful people work harder. She was experiencing physical symptoms of burnout like brain fog, migraines, and zero motivation. So we did an energy audit, and we realized that her problem wasn't that she needed more hours. She just needed better energy flow. And then once she stopped fighting her natural rhythms and started aligning her work with her actual energy levels, she cut her work hours in half, and she had more creative energy and joy in her business. So when you stop forcing yourself into a work structure that drains you, you get more done with less effort. So let's figure out where your energy is leaking. I would like you to do a very quick rating thing. So if you haven't got a pen, go grab one, because I want you to write down what you'd rate yourself from 1 to 5 after each of these statements. So 1 is no, not at all, and 5 is a hell yes, I've got this. So 1 to 5. I feel clear and confident in my business direction. My pricing and offers reflect my value. I work with ease and flow, not constant stress. My marketing and messaging feel aligned. I trust my business decisions instead of second guessing. I have energetic boundaries in place with clients. Okay, so you've written them down. Now look at your lowest scores. If your mindset scores are low, which is around confidence and seeing your value, you need to focus on belief work. If your strategy scores are low, around marketing, messaging, and managing your stress levels, you need to simplify your business structure. And if your energy scores are low, around trusting your intuition and boundaries, you need to work with your natural energy flow. Energy leaks are sneaky. If you are feeling constantly drained, it's a sign something is out of alignment. So you have 4 main types of energy. And when you align your business with them, everything flows easier. So 1 is physical energy, your body and stamina. Are you overworking yourself? Are you ignoring your body's signals? Does your body feel tense or sluggish or exhausted after working? So to fix it, build in rest. Okay, it is productive to build this in. Move your body, hydrate, take breaks before you burn out. Number 2, emotional energy, your feelings and relationships. Are your clients draining you? Are you carrying stress that isn't yours? Set boundaries. Choose clients and collabs that feel good. Protect your energy. Number 3, mental energy, your focus and creativity. Are you constantly distracted? Do you struggle with decision fatigue? To fix it, work in shorter, high energy sprints instead of forcing yourself to focus for hours. And number 4, spiritual energy, your deeper connection and purpose. Do you feel disconnected from your why? Do you feel uninspired? Reconnect with what lights you up to fix this. Okay, meditate, journal, pull tarot cards, spend time in nature. Okay, so let's talk about how to sync your business with your natural rhythms. So you might feel like some weeks you're on fire and other weeks you just want to hibernate. That's normal. Your energy isn't meant to be constant. It follows natural cycles. Instead of forcing consistency, what if you aligned your work with your energy peaks and dips? So my favorite way to align with is to align with the moon cycles. So during the new moon, I set my goals and intentions. What do I want to create? During the waxing moon, which is the growing moon, you take action, build momentum, market, and create. During the full moon, reflect, celebrate wins, and check in with your alignment. And during the waning moon, which is the fading moon, you rest, release what isn't working, and slow down. Remember Claire? Well, Claire used to launch her offers whenever she felt the fear of not being productive enough, which led to very inconsistent results. Once she started aligning her launches with the lunar cycle, she found she had more energy when promoting. Her launches felt aligned and intentional, and she stopped feeling so burnt out and drained. Your business doesn't need to operate at full speed 24/7. It's okay to have high energy seasons and rest periods. So let's move on to how to protect your energy like a CEO. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is not protecting their energy. You can have certain common energy drains, like working with the wrong clients or overbooking yourself. Comparing yourself to other entrepreneurs, comparisonitis is a real thing, and saying yes when you really want to say no. So the quick fix is the energetic yes test. Before you say yes to something, ask, does this feel light and exciting or heavy and draining? Will this opportunity support my long-term vision? Am I saying yes out of guilt or alignment? Boundaries aren't just about protecting your time. They are protecting your energy too. When you manage your energy, everything flows more easily. You don't need more hours, you need better alignment. Success comes from working with yourself, not against yourself. So let me know, what's your biggest energy drain in your business? And we're moving on to step 4, practical low effort business strategies that work with your brain. So we have covered beliefs, intuition, and energy management. Now it's time for the strategy piece. But let me be clear. When I say strategy, I do not mean rigid business plans, 20-step never-ending funnels, and overcomplicated marketing tactics. Because if you're here, I'm guessing you have tried following traditional business strategies and they felt like wearing shoes 2 sizes too small. You can get overwhelmed thinking about content calendars, long-term planning, complicated business funnels. You have bursts of creativity and motivation, but you struggle with long-term consistency. But the good news is you don't need to run your business like a corporate CEO. You're a soulpreneur. Your business should fit you, not the other way around. So a lot of business owners, especially neurospicy ones, struggle because they think they need a perfect plan before taking action. Spoiler alert, 1, perfectionism doesn't exist. And also, perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. If you are stuck in needing to plan everything first, needing more clarity and having everything mapped out, you're keeping yourself in analysis paralysis. I want to talk about Jess. Jess was amazing at creating a very detailed and beautiful business plan, but she never actually launched anything. She had a full content calendar that she never posted, a beautifully designed offer that she never sold, and a marketing plan that she never used, because she kept waiting to feel 100% ready and everything to be perfect. So we simplified her strategy into one simple step. Okay, it was one step at a time. She launched her offer within the next 2 weeks and it sold out. The moral of the story, clarity comes from action, not thinking. So instead of overcomplicating things, I do teach a 3-part strategy that actually works for soulpreneurs. Number 1, the one thing method. So to simplify your focus. If you try to focus on 10 things, you're going to finish none. If you focus on one thing, you will make progress fast. So you apply this, you could, instead of planning out a full year, you can focus on the next 90 days. Instead of writing 30 content ideas, write 1 post today. Instead of creating 5 offers, sell 1 thing well. Ask yourself, what's the one thing that I can focus on this week? Number 2, an energy-based schedule. So work when you work best. You do not need to work 8-hour days to be successful. Most neurospicy and intuitive entrepreneurs do not thrive on that. So we work best in focused sprints. So find your best work rhythm. When do you feel naturally most productive? When do you need to rest and recharge? Can you structure your business around your energy instead of around the clock? And number 3, the 3-day content cycle to make marketing easy. A lot of entrepreneurs struggle with content creation because they overthink every post. They're worried that they're going to piss people off when they post stuff. They feel like they have to be everywhere at once and do it all the time, being consistent. The solution is the 3-day content cycle. Day 1, share a story. Just tell a story. Tell a client win or a behind the scenes moment. Day 2, educate and teach. Share a tip, an insight, or a quick how-to. Day 3, sell with confidence. Make an offer. Share your services. Invite people to work with you. Know that this comes from a place of love, not desperation or fear. And remember that people need what you solve. So marketing doesn't have to be hard. You just need a simple system that works for you. So we just went through a lot of simplified strategy. So let's break it down into something more simple. So here's your strategic action plan. Pick one business focus for the next 90 days. Create an aligned schedule, which is energetically aligned, that actually works for you. And use the 3-day content cycle to make marketing easy. Your business is going to grow faster when you simplify your strategy instead of overcomplicating it. Okay, you do not need to follow someone else's roadmap. You can create your own. When you run your business in a way that fits your brain, everything flows easier. Success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right things in alignment with your energy. So we have covered a lot today. So let's wrap it up in a way that leaves you feeling clear, inspired, and ready to take action. So I'm going to do a quick recap of your Soulpreneur success framework. Step 1, ditch the BS beliefs, because success starts in your mind. Step 2, trust your gut. Your intuition is a business tool, so use it. Step 3, manage your energy like a CEO. Work with your natural rhythms, not against them. And step 4, a simple, low-effort business strategy. Focus on what actually moves the needle. You don't need to do more. You don't need to be more disciplined. You don't need to force yourself into strategies that don't fit. You just need to work with yourself instead of against yourself. So what happens now? How do you actually take this and apply it? You might be feeling quite inspired right now, maybe even a bit fired up. But if you don't take action ASAP, your brain is going to talk you out of it. You're going to overthink things and you're going to convince yourself you need to figure it all out before starting. So let's not let that happen. I'm challenging you to take one action within the next 24 hours. I would like you to pick just one of these simple steps. Okay, pick one. Write down one BS belief that you're letting go of. Use the yes/no body test and make a decision today. Block out rest and recharge time in your calendar for the next week. Post something using the 3-day content cycle. Or make one small change to your schedule that aligns with your energy. Remember, pick one, don't do them all, okay? Drop a comment and tell me which one that you're committing to and declare it. I know that taking action can feel really overwhelming, especially if you're shifting into how you run your business differently. So I want to give you something practical, something that will help you turn today's insights into real aligned action. So that is why I've created the Soulful Business Playbook. It is a free, powerful tool that helps you design a business that feels as good as it looks. It's very easy to feel fired up in the moment and then fall right back into old habits. This playbook keeps you moving forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose. What is inside? Well, you get a business checkup, so you identify what's working and what needs to change. You have a 90-day action plan. You can turn your big dreams into small, doable steps. You have energetic alignment. You work with your energy to avoid burnout. And future casting. You're going to visualize your dream business and step into it. This is for soulpreneurs who want an aligned, flow-based business. Neurospicy creatives and coaches seeking simple, effective strategies, and anyone ready to ditch the hustle and build success with ease. So how do you get it? Well, the link is on the screen right now, and we're going to drop it in the comments too. Or if you want to, you can comment playbook, and I will send you the link right to you. So let's bring this all together with one final message. Your business is a spell. The energy you put in is the energy you get out. So I'd like you to get a little bit witchy with me for a second. Running a business isn't just about strategy. It's about intention. Every decision you make is like casting a spell. When you put out half-assed energy, you will get half-assed results. When you run your business with frustration, you create more frustration. And when you take small aligned action steps, you create momentum. So let's be intentional. What kind of business do you actually want to create? How do you want it to feel? What energy are you putting into it? Your business isn't just about what you do. It's about how you show up for it. Your business is meant to work for you, not the other way around. So I would like you to remember, success isn't about being more disciplined. It's about working with your natural strengths. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to take action. Everything you want is possible. You just have to show up. So let's turn this inspiration into transformation, and drop a comment and tell me, what's the one action you are committing to today? How will you show up for your business in a way that feels powerful and aligned? The next step, my love, is yours to take, and I am here cheering you on every step of the way. Your magic matters, so let's make it happen. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
I'm Charisse Marie, and it's been a pleasure navigating the landscape of business growth and holistic entrepreneurship with you today. At the Business Success Podcast, we're committed to supporting your entrepreneurial adventure every step of the way. Until next time, keep pushing boundaries and pursuing growth that aligns with both your business goals and your personal goals. And always remember, you hold the power to redefine success in a way that's meaningful to you. Let's continue this journey towards holistic entrepreneurship together.